הסטארט-אפ הבא הוא KitLocate.
So hi everyone, my name is Omri Moran and I'm the CEO of KitLocate. KitLocate provides a platform for mobile developers that enables always-on location without draining the battery. So the problem we are solving is a problem that most of you can probably relate to. When mobile applications would like to know your location all the time, the battery dies very fast. And more applications these days would like to know where you are. I mean, it totally makes sense. I mean, think about all the great value that they could drive and the features that they could supply based on this data. But since the battery dies, they have to give up on this data, and they cannot supply those kind of features. And that's when we come in. We have created the optimal balance between knowing exactly where the user is and his battery drain rate. The bottom line is that it is seamless to the user in terms of battery consumption, while every app can know where they are all the time. Now, I want to share with you some insights from our customers. We're live. We have a lot of customers. One of my favorite stories is Pango. Pango is using our technology in order to let people know that once they've driven away, they've actually left their parking spots and forgot to stop paying for parking. They send a push notification alerting them and saying, hey, you forgot to stop parking. Please stop parking, okay? So up until today, we have sent over 200,000 push notifications, and I'm talking about a period of 6 months. 200,000 push notifications alerting people to stop paying for parking while they're not actually parking. 36% of them were opened in 45 seconds, and the people are driving. And collectively, we have sent Pango's users over $500,000 in the past 6 months. But there's actually a bigger picture here, because KitLocate is not only about power preservation. That's what we've been building up until this point. But what we're focusing right now is on big data and the data that comes into our systems, because we know where the users are all the time. We are there. We are able to determine data effects on a single entity, for example, where the user lives, where he works, reoccurring routines, and so on. User demographics, these kind of data effects are very interesting for a lot of companies. But when we look at a bigger picture, at a big amount of people, it becomes even more interesting. Because like Waze, we're able to determine where there are traffic jams, but at a bigger scale, because we operate in a lot of applications. We're also able to determine what specific place there are a lot of people are at a certain time, if a convention is interesting or not, and so on. But the most interesting of all, in terms of data, and what we are actually focusing on, is the prediction engine. Because based on this data and the recurring patterns, both from a single entity and a mass amount of entities, we're able to determine when the next POI is a point of interest, where the next place the user is going to be at, what his intention is, and when it's going to happen. So we have raised $1.3 million, so we're not looking for funds. We're focusing on business development. So if you know anyone who our technology might be able to benefit, please send them our way. Our website is kitlocate.com, kitlocate.com. And if you have any relevant reference, please refer them to me. I'd love to be introduced to them. Thank you.